What's up, y'all? It's your girl Lo, and we are here to talk about House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 1. And it opened up with a banger. HBO Max said, we gonna drop you into this full speed ahead, bitch.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Run!
We open up where we left off in Season 2, where Rhaena has run into a wild dragon we now know as Sheepstealer. Sheepstealer has been said to be one of the oldest dragons in the realm, but he has never been claimed. So he has just been out here burning sheep, eating, sleeping, and doing his thing for quite some time. So when Rhaena comes along and sings him one R&B track,
Come and talk to me, I really want
she thinks that that's enough for him to go to war. Sheepstealer said, yeah,
On my watch.
we'll get to Sheepstealer's activities later. With Rhaena, she was sent to the Vale in order for her to babysit the young princess and the dragon eggs by Rhaenyra. And at that point, Rhaena felt as though she really wasn't doing much.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing.
She felt inadequate and she was getting talked about because she had not claimed the dragon. Well, enter Sheepstealer, who is in the nearby area burning livestock. Rhaena sees the opportunity to claim Sheepstealer, but it's not as easy as she thinks. Rhaena runs down on Sheepstealer trying to sing some R&B in his ear in High Valyrian and thinks that that's going to be okay for him. No, Sheepstealer has been in this wild for quite some time. You're going to have to do a little bit more than that, okay? Sheepstealer said, what do you bring to the table?
I'm a prize, goddammit.
He was like, all right, well, let's give it a run. Let's get it a run. She hops on. He gets in the air, swinging her around. And he's like, yeah, this is not working. Let me put you back on lane. She tries again. She tries another R&B track, early 2000s. First, we started with the 90s R&B. Now we're moving to the early 2000s R&B and see if that works in High Valyrian.
I've been waiting, think I'm gonna make that move.
Sheepstealer runs off. He's like, you're annoying me. I'll be back. He comes back and he's like, okay, you look a little skinny. You look a little pale. You need to eat. And shout out to Sheepstealer for knowing that, listen, I like my food cooked, so I'm going to cook yours as well. You have no choice but to eat it charbroiled, so get to it. She's eating the fur. She's eating ash, everything. Poor Rhaena. We cut to Aemon being back in King's Landing and figuring out that Aegon has left with Lord Varys. And he goes on a frenzy because, one, he thinks everybody is betrayed the throne. Everybody knows where Lord Varys is taking Aegon. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. Not even your mama, who has been at Dragonstone convincing Rhaenyra to let this whole thing go. But Rhaenyra said, son for a son, baby. I needs my revenge. But if you forgot the plan a little bit, Alicent has said that Aemon is going to be flying on Vhagar to meet Cole Christian in the Riverlands, okay? He's supposed to be out there with the soldiers. He's supposed to be gone. While he is gone, Rhaenyra can fly up with her dragons and her army, and Alicent is going to open the gates and let Rhaenyra in so that she can take the head of Aegon and claim the throne for herself.
Not a smart thought in my whole empty head. No.
Maybe Aegon got in that little courage, and he is in dire pain, asking for milk of the puppy and everything. You're not getting it, not on this ride, because now you done ran into Rhaenyra's soldiers. For you to get access to where you need to go, you have to renounce the throne and claim Queen Rhaenyra as the one true queen and the one true heir to the throne. That's gonna be pretty hard for Aegon to do. He spit at that soldier's foot and said, man, I'm not doing nothing. And now he is giving these soldiers the opportunity to not only take Aegon into custody, but keep him alive and take him to Queen Rhaenyra so that she can see that the enemy has been captured. And now we revisit Queen Rhaenyra. Oh, the beauty herself. She's standing there with Jace talking about how much she is going to trust Alicent in this time, and she is planning on heading to King's Landing so that she can take back the throne with her dragons. All off of the fact that Alicent has told her that she promises to deliver Aegon. Actually, Aegon is on his way to you, but he's not with Alicent. He's with your soldiers at this point, which makes this whole plan dumb because he ain't gonna be there and you're gonna run into a trap. Especially since Aemon ain't left. This is just gonna go way sideways for Miss Thing. She's supposed to be flying out right about now. And she flying into a trap. She flying into nothing. Jace don't trust it. Okay, Jace the face told you. I don't trust Alicent. I don't think Alicent is telling the truth. She's lying. Meanwhile, in the Riverlands, Daemon is doing what Daemon does best: violence and combat. He is trying to fight the Lannisters and get rid of them all at once. But what has gone missing, which is the golden Lannister that he was after in the first place. But he has gone missing. He fled while they were at combat. Now nobody knows where he is. I know somebody that know where he at. Roddy the Ruin. Baby, he showed up with all of his winter wolves and said, "We are here to die for the queen." So here we go. Here we go. Daemon said, "You know what? We got more lions to go after. Okay, let's get to it." So now let's go visit the new dragon riders. Okay, we have the Targaryen bastards, if you will. We have Ulf the White, Adam of Hall, and Hugh Hammer. All of them have claimed wild dragons. I think Adam has Sea Smoke, Ulf the White has Silverwing, and then Hugh has claimed Vermithor. They're sitting on their ass waiting for Vhagar to show up with Aemon so that they can kill him. They've been sitting for quite a while because Ulf has started to tell some intense stories about his upbringing. I wouldn't want to sit there and listen to that. I am sorry that you had such an awful upbringing, honey. That they found out that you had dragon blood in you and they decided to just use you. But we need to focus because Vhagar and Aemon are supposed to be coming and we gotta whoop their ass. And we're waiting from dawn until dusk for Vhagar to show up. And Aemon ain't coming. Aemon's still in the city. Still in the city with Alicent. Alicent, who is in her room right now falsifying documents to send to her cousin that you need to stay where you are. Don't move. Just keep camp there and stay right there. Now, here's the interesting thing about that particular scene with Ormond Hightower. It's not the note. It's not that somebody brung it and it was smudged up and it's got the signal and he's confused as to why he got to stay at camp. No. The boy behind him, that is Daeron Targaryen, son of King Viserys the Peaceful and Alicent Hightower. Oh my God. He don't look like a Targaryen, do he? Nope. He takes after his mama with that auburn hair. Hello, Daeron. We see you, baby. Daeron Targaryen is going to be the missing link when it comes to Team Green. It's interesting to see him hiding in plain sight and everybody is noticing but not noticing it. And they haven't introduced him yet, but I'm pretty sure he's coming soon in the season. Team Green's whole faction will rely on Daeron Targaryen's presence in the war. And the fact that Tessarion is there at the camp as well, Tessarion is a cobalt blue dragon who is also referred to as the Blue Queen. Tessarion is a beautiful dragon. I can't wait to see her in the air, baby. And Daeron Targaryen is her rider. That's going to be interesting. Let's talk about the sea snake and his two sons. Okay, we've already met Adam of Hull, who has claimed Sea Smoke. He is the dragon rider. But let's meet the sailor who is going to be on the ship with Corlys. Corlys has his other son, Alan. Corlys brings Alan on to his ship as his first mate because Alan is a very loyal shipmate and he knows the seas. Okay, so he's taking him into the Battle of Gullet on ship, on sea, on the water, because Alan knows his way around a ship. He has this moment with him in his barracks where they are drinking dragon water, and I mean, it's putting hair on Alan's chest at this point. He's trying to apologize for the situation with his mother because we all know Corlys denied having these two sons with their mother because he wanted to protect his marriage to Rhaenys Targaryen. He brings them on and they become vital members of House Velaryon. But he's having this moment with Alan because Alan definitely has a bone to pick with him. He did not like how he treated his mom. He didn't like how he treated his sons. He gave them, and he has this moment where he tells them, "I tried to give you a life." He said, "Yeah, you can give me a life, but you didn't give me a name. You know, a life without a name, it just destroys us at this point." So, you know, and Alan shows it at every given moment. His face is always turned up. When Corlys comes, he shaves his head so that you do not know that he is Velaryon or that he has dragon blood in him because he has the pure white hair like Corlys. They try to have this kind of genuine moment together, but, you know, Those things don't last in this universe because all of a sudden you hear sail ho and off we go. The Triarchy has found the sea snake and his fleet, and they are after them, and we are off to war. The Triarchy is led by Admiral Loha, and she has a very, very deep grievance with Sea Snake, okay? Tywin Lannister is on the ship with her, and he believes that they are going to war for the king.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care about this fleet. I don't care about your people. I will throw every last soldier off of my ship to get to the Sea Snake. Everybody's putting on their armor and getting ready because now we are in the danger zone. Cut back to the children. Raina got some color back in her face. She's fed. She's well. And she's like, listen, I got to get home. Okay, we are at war. I got to get there. And I'm taking you with me. The ship sailor's like, okay, let's ride. Let's head for Driftmark, okay? I gotta get to High Tide because we are at war. Okay. While she is midair, we cut to another child, Aemon. Alicent is doing her best to get this man to leave, okay? You gotta get to the Riverlands. You are not supposed to be here. You're supposed to meet Cole and the army in the Riverlands so that you can go up against Daemon and his army. What are we not getting to? What is the reason you're here? It can't be Aegon. Aegon, you tried to kill him. So what are you here for? He's trying every trick in the book to get Aemon to leave. She tries a Hail Mary and she tries to plead to his ego. You should have been king. It should have been you. I did not train Aegon right or properly. I didn't get to him in time. He was not ready or fit to be king. It should have been you. I need you to get to the Riverlands because all of this is betting on you. They are waiting for you and Vhagar to get in the air so that we can do this. I don't know what part of Aemon that triggered for him to think that his mama was flirting, but then Aemon leans in and kisses Alicent. Even Alicent.
Put that nasty ass tongue back in your mouth.
Child, you've got to be kidding me, okay? And we have seen some things in this Game of Thrones universe, okay? Just leaving her all confused. She looking at you like, what are you doing? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Talking about you going to have a feast in her honor when you get to the Riverlands. Leave. Get out, okay? With your disturbed ass. Then we go back to the Targaryen bastards, and they're still on this damn rock waiting for Vhagar and Aemon. It is just sad at this point. And it's starting to affect them because they're starting to hear things and see things everywhere around. I wonder why. Oh, it's Alice Rivers, the Witch Queen. Girl, we had enough of your shenanigans in season 2. Because you had Daemon out there tripping like he was on LSD. We had enough. Okay, don't come over here messing with people again. She came on there and she said, listen, y'all gotta get to Dragonstone. Okay, I don't know if that was a smart thing or a bad thing, but she told him, you need to get to Dragonstone. Off was like, you ain't gotta tell me twice, say less. I'm out of here. Speaking of showing up at Dragonstone, hello, Baela. Baela, pretty girl. Baela shows up and she's like, hey, listen, we're at war in the Gullet, okay? A whole army of ships just showed up and we don't know what's going on. Jason's like, I already knew. It's a trap. Alicent is setting us up. We need to go. And Rhaenyra was like, no problem. I'm on the way. Lord, Jace was like, no, you cannot go. You cannot go. I understand Jace's point of view. I do. Because they've already lost Lucerys. And he's like, I cannot lose my mom. Because 1, she's my mom. And 2, you are the queen and you're the heir to the throne. Okay? I get it. But at the same time, Rhaenyra is your mama. And sometimes we need to let moms be moms. She went in there to change into her riding leathers. And Sir Lawrence, bless him. Sir Lawrence, with his clueless self, listened to Jason when he said,
Colton, there's a joke lot. Get those chains off the doors. The enemy is here.
Baby, Sir Lawrence said, by Prince Jace Viserys' command, I can't let you out. If you don't open this fucking door, as the Queen's command, I'm going to listen to the queen. Okay, the prince can say all he wants to, but I am the queen's command, and at the queen's command I stand 10 toes down for that woman. She's getting out of this room. She's gonna hop on Cyrix, and she is going to get out of here and head down to the gullet. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, which is my job. So let's cut back to the Battle of the Gullet. Fire, brimstone, ash, everybody dying. The sea snake is just standing. Here come Alan. He said, "My lord, it's the bitch fist." That's one hell of a name to have, baby. But he knew exactly who he was talking about. Loha? Loha is on your ass, sir. You might want to move. And he's like, no, let her spot us. Let her spot us. She's going to follow me wherever I go. And boy, was he right. Loha said, forget this war. I didn't come here for your war. I came here for the sea snake. And I'm going to take his head, and then I'm going to dance on the ashes of high tide. But the thing about the sea snake, whether he knows it or not, is that he definitely has a loyal mate. Okay. Alan might not like his father, but he loves his father. Regardless of whether he's willing to admit it or not, he might not like him, but he loves his father. And he's always going to be loyal to the seas. But Alan needs to realize that Corlys is the sea snake for a reason. Baby, he had them go through that narrow path because he just knew that Loha was going to follow him in. But Loha can't get out. Not reasonably, anyway. Corlys went through that narrow path, got out on the other end, and said, take me back to the battle. We need to go back. He just knew Loha wasn't going to get out of that narrow path. She got out, and she said full steam ahead for that ship, and went smack dab into the side and literally told everybody on there, take the ship. Ooh, baby, that was a battle. That was a battle. I loved it. I loved every part of that because you just saw people going left and right, up and down, into the water, out the water. The ship is split in half, and it even crashed into the rocks at one point. The thing about it is that when they started battling, I didn't know which way it was going to go because I didn't know who was going to win that because both of them was getting some shots in. But when Corlys went into the water, I said, oh Lord, did we lose him again? Did we lose him to the sea again? No, it's okay. It's okay because Alan spotted Loha and he dove for her, went right in the water with him. And you weren't going to beat him because he has so much rage in him that he was willing to take it out on somebody and keep like, right into the side of her neck. Maybe you just got shanked. Just slide down into the water and sit there. It's okay. It's all right. All that planning and preparing for the last 20 years out the window because Alan just took you down. Meanwhile, in the battle, Moondancer and Vermax have entered the jet. They get to the gullet and they light all enemy ships on fire. I mean, they ablaze. Okay, tag teaming everywhere they go. Arrows going everywhere, and they zip zooming and everything else under the sun, and they're doing pretty well. But you know what? They're missing somebody. Sheep Stealer. She told Sheep Stealer, go. Dracarys. Okay? Sheep Stealer got in there, and at first, he looked like he was doing good. And he probably was because he was just aiming for ships. He was just, he was getting the enemy ships out of the water. Okay. But then he got hit with a fireball and he had lost his mind. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. I have went my entire life without being hit with fire. I breathe fire. I don't get hit with fire. And you're telling me that I just got hit with a fireball? Ain't no way I'm not retaliating. Everybody must die. Rhaena could not reel him in at all. Sheep Stealer got hit and he said, everybody's got to go. Everybody's got to go. I don't care if they team black, team green. It does not matter. Everybody must die. He lit every single ship that he saw on fire. Okay. And then at one point went after Baela. Her own sister. She didn't even realize it until she got up on her. She was like, oh my God, that's my sister. Yeah, it is, girl. Girl, get Sheep Stealer out of there because he's a mess. Jace even tried to save her because Sheep Stealer was on Moondancer's ass, okay? Moondancer was getting ready to be baked. But here come Vermax. Vermax tried. Vermax tried, but then he got hit. Vermax was already injured. Okay, he had already been hit in his side with one arrow, and then here come another arrow, and this arrow kind of dragged him because he could not get loose. He could not shake it, and Vermax went down. He went down in that water. And he unhooked, and Vermax buried at sea. Vermax is gone. Now Jace is in the water holding on to a plywood piece. He's trying to swim his way back to Driftmark. Nope. One in the back, two in the chest. It's like we knew it was going to happen. We knew. We knew it was going to happen. But it still doesn't give away the shock factor of seeing it happen. Like, really? Really? The one ship that Sheep Stealer did not set on fire is the one that takes him out. Rhaenyra is going to hit the roof, baby. Honey. I saw a preview of the next show. It looks like Baela gets him home, and Rhaenyra is just like, "What did you do, Jace? What did you do? Oh, break her heart. Break her heart even more." This war has just begun. There's going to be some major characters that get taken out in this war. I loved it. House of the Dragon is back, baby. What a hell of a season opener. Hey y'all, make sure you like and subscribe to my page and leave a comment in the comment section for me, and I will see you on the next video. Toodles!